Hello boys and girls, we're sorry we can't be with you again because of the COVID, but hopefully soon we will be able to get back into school. The story today is called The Boy in the Temple. For many years the people of Israel had been waiting for God to send them a special person. But when this special person arrived, not everybody realised who he was. That special person was Jesus. You've already heard about the day he was born when we had the Christmas story. But Jesus has grown up a little by now, and I want you to listen hard to see if you can hear how old he is. Now we need to do the rap. Let's open the book.
Let's open the book.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look.
Let's listen and see.
Let's listen and see
How good God can be.
how good God can be.
Let's open the book.
Let's open the book.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look.
Let's listen and see.
Let's listen and see
How good God can be.
how good God can be.
Let's open the book.
Excuse me, have you seen my boy Jesus?
Said Mary.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but I can't seem to find my son. He's 12 and about so tall.
Said Joseph. Again and again they asked, but Mary and Joseph found nothing but shrugs and sympathetic looks and, sorry, I can't help you. They were worried. They were scared. They didn't know what else to do. And what made it worse was that this should have been such a wonderful trip off to Jerusalem to visit the temple and celebrate the Passover holiday. But now they were on their way home and Jesus was missing. It was getting dark. Mary wept.
I've asked everyone we came with and no one has seen him.
Joseph snapped his fingers.
What about those boys from the next village? Jesus spent some time with them on the way up.
I've already spoken to them, nothing.
Then there's only one thing left to do. We must go back to Jerusalem and look for him there.
And so they returned, retracing their steps, road by road, street by street, alley by alley, until they arrived exhausted at the temple. Joseph asked one of the temple priests,
Have you seen a boy? He's 12.
Have we seen a boy? We certainly have. His name is Jesus, right?
Yes, but how did you know?
Come with me and I'll show you.
grinning and chuckling, the priest led them to the temple courtyard. There was a crowd gathered there, listening to one of the temple teachers, and seated right at the teacher's feet was Jesus. The priest whispered to Joseph,
The boy is remarkable. He has been going from teacher to teacher and asking the most amazing questions. And when the teachers quiz him and ask him questions, he answers with wisdom well beyond his years. You should be very proud of him.
I'm certainly amazed, but I'd be much prouder if he hadn't worried his mother and me half to death. We should be halfway back to Nazareth by now.
When the teacher had finished, Joseph and Mary rushed straight to Jesus. They hugged him and led him out of the temple, but it didn't take long before they told him how they felt.
What did you think you were doing? We were worried sick.
I'm sorry, I thought you'd know where I was.
Then he looked back at the temple and said,
After all, it is my father's house.
Mary and Joseph looked at each other, and together they started off for home.
come.
That's all.
If you've been listening carefully, you will know that Jesus was 12 in the story. This story reminds us that Jesus was a child who grew up just like you. He had a family who worried about him when he got lost, just like your family worry about you. He had a mum and dad who loved him very much and cared about him being safe. Let's close our eyes for a moment and think of all those children in the world who don't have anyone to love and care for them. Now I'm going to say a prayer, and if you want to make it your prayer, say Amen at the end after me. Dear God, thank you for the people in our families who love us. Please help the children who don't have any family and find them someone to care for them. Amen.
Amen.